Have you ever wished you could read faster while fully understanding everything? In today's fast-paced world, knowledge is power, and the ability to absorb information quickly gives you a major advantage. But speed reading isn't just about skimming words, it's about training your brain to process information efficiently while maintaining deep comprehension. Imagine finishing books in half the time and recalling key details effortlessly. The secret lies in sharpening your focus, eliminating bad reading habits, and using smart techniques like chunking, visualization, and active recall. Whether you're a student struggling with textbooks or a professional trying to stay ahead, mastering this skill can transform your learning ability. In this guide, we'll break down proven methods that help you read faster without sacrificing understanding. Get ready to unlock the full potential of your mind. Eliminate subvocalization. In 2015, Daniel Carter, a university student, struggled with his coursework. He spent hours reading, yet he couldn't keep up with his peers. His biggest problem: subvocalization, the habit of silently pronouncing words while reading. This slowed him down drastically. One day, Daniel met Professor William Hayes, a renowned cognitive expert who introduced him to a simple but life-changing technique. Stop hearing the words in your head, the professor advised. Your brain can recognize words much faster than your inner voice can speak them. Determined to improve, Daniel practiced daily. He started by using his finger as a guide, forcing his eyes to move faster across the lines. He also listened to instrumental music to drown out his inner voice. Within 3 weeks, his reading speed doubled. By 6 months, he was reading complex subjects in half the time with full comprehension. In 2017, Daniel graduated with honors. He later launched Rapid Read Academy, teaching thousands the power of eliminating subvocalization. His story proved that, with the right technique, anyone can become a fast reader. Use peripheral vision. In 2018, Sophia Reynolds, an aspiring lawyer, faced a major challenge. Her law books were massive, and time was limited. She spent hours reading, yet retained little. One day, her mentor, Dr. Alan Brooks, shared a game-changing insight. Stop reading word by word. Train your eyes to see groups of words using peripheral vision. Curious, Sophia started practicing. She placed a pencil in the middle of a paragraph and forced her eyes to capture words on both sides without directly looking at them. At first it felt unnatural, but by week 2 her brain adapted. She could now read phrases instead of single words, cutting her reading time in half. By 2020, Sophia had mastered this skill. During a crucial courtroom case, she scanned lengthy legal documents in minutes while her opponent struggled. Her ability to absorb information quickly became her greatest strength. Today, she runs Visionary Reading Academy, where she teaches thousands how expanding peripheral vision can transform reading speed and comprehension. Her journey proves that smart techniques can turn any slow reader into a knowledge powerhouse. Practice chunking. In 2019, Michael Evans, a struggling medical student, felt overwhelmed. He spent 6 hours daily reading textbooks but couldn't recall key concepts. His problem? He was reading word by word, making it slow and ineffective. One evening, his professor, Dr. Emily Carter, introduced him to chunking, a method of reading words in meaningful groups instead of individually. Your brain processes information better when you read in chunks, she explained. Instead of reading, the human brain processes information. Try seeing it as one phrase rather than 5 separate words. Michael followed her advice. He underlined phrases in groups, trained his eyes to move faster, and used flashcards with key information broken into chunks. In just 4 weeks, his reading speed tripled, and he retained information with 90% accuracy. By 2021, Michael graduated among the top 5% of his class. He later developed the Chunkmaster app, helping thousands of students improve reading speed and memory. His journey proved that chunking is a powerful technique for mastering any subject efficiently. Apply active recall. In 2020, Emma Sinclair, a business student, had a problem. She could read fast, but she forgot most of what she read. No matter how many books she finished, the information didn't stick. One day, She met Dr. Henry Wallace, a memory expert, who told her, reading without active recall is like pouring water into a leaky bucket. Determined to fix her problem, Emma changed her approach. Instead of passively reading, she began pausing every 10 minutes to summarize what she had learned without looking at the book. She also started using the Feynman technique, explaining concepts as if teaching a 5-year-old. Within 3 months, her retention improved dramatically. In 2021, she aced her final exams, remembering even the smallest details. She later developed the Recall Master method, helping professionals and students retain knowledge 3x faster. Emma's success proved that reading faster is useless unless you actively recall the information. By training her brain to retrieve knowledge, she turned reading into permanent learning. Use a pointer or finger. In 2017, Jake Henderson, a high school student, struggled with slow reading and constant distractions. No matter how hard he tried, his mind would wander, and he often had to reread pages. His teacher, Mrs. Linda Foster, noticed his frustration and handed him a pen. "Use this to guide your eyes," she said. "It will keep you focused and help you read faster." Skeptical but desperate, Jake followed her advice. He moved the pen smoothly under each line, forcing his eyes to follow its pace. In 2 weeks, he noticed something amazing. His reading speed had doubled. His focus improved, and he no longer had to reread sentences. By 2019, Jake won a state-level reading competition, finishing a 300-page book in just 3 hours with full comprehension. Seeing his transformation, he launched the Pointer Reading Method, helping students worldwide read 40% faster using simple tools like a pen or finger. Jake's story proves that something as basic as a pointer can train the brain for faster and more focused reading, making learning more efficient and effective. Read with a purpose. In 2016, Olivia Bennett, a law school graduate, struggled with reading long legal documents. She spent hours on books but often forgot key arguments. One evening, her mentor, Judge Robert Hayes, gave her a powerful tip: never read without a purpose. Always know what you're looking for. Taking his advice seriously, Olivia changed her approach. Before opening any book, she would first write down 3 key questions she wanted answers to. Instead of passively reading, she actively searched for information. She also started skimming the index and chapter summaries before diving into details, which helped her stay focused. Within 6 months, her comprehension and retention doubled. By 2018, she passed the bar exam with top scores while many of her peers struggled. Seeing the impact of purposeful reading, she later founded Smart Read Academy, helping professionals and students learn twice as efficiently by setting clear goals before reading. Olivia's journey proved that reading fast isn't enough. Reading with purpose leads to true mastery. When you know what you're looking for, you don't just read, you understand and remember. From Daniel Carter's journey of eliminating subvocalization to Olivia Bennett's discovery of reading with a purpose, each story proves that reading faster isn't just about speed, it's about strategy. Whether it's expanding peripheral vision like Sophia Reynolds, using chunking like Michael Evans, applying active recall like Emma Sinclair, or mastering focus with a pointer like Jake Henderson, every method contributes to transforming an average reader into an efficient learner. Each of these individuals started with struggles, but by adopting the right techniques, they not only increased their reading speed, but also mastered the art of comprehension and retention. The key takeaway: speed reading isn't just about moving your eyes faster, it's about training your brain to absorb, process, and recall information smarter. By implementing these methods, you too can read faster, understand deeply, and retain knowledge like never before. Now, it's your turn. Which technique will you start practicing today?